What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a Mondrak deck, the white Dominus. We're trying to double the creation of tokens. This time I've gone for Orzhov because there's another card in standard right now for a little while still that has the same line of text. So without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew, simply called Double the Glory. The other card, if you don't know already, is Kaya, the Geist Hunter. -2 says that until end of turn, if one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. Mondrak has the same line of text, but it's a static line. If one or more tokens would be... Blah, blah, blah. So you can imagine this bonkers turns in this deck where you -2 Kaya and you have Mondrak in play and you attack with a Rabble Rousing on the battlefield or something like that. Things could get pretty bonkers pretty quickly. I've been trying to find a way to sneak in another copy of the Rabble Rousing. Maybe we can cut one Path of Peril. Let's see. We're going to play a few matches and make some adjustments along the fly. I'm still not 100% certain about everything, but I'm very certain about some things. Namely, Skrelv's Hive is an enchantment and makes an artifact. So all of these spells from Kamigawa that say if you control an artifact and an enchantment, they all just work amazing with Skrelv's Hive. It's just a single card that like single-handedly meets the condition for all of these. So we're running 2 Banishing Slashes, which is phenomenal. Artifact, creature, or enchantment. Sorry, tapped creature or enchantment. And then if you get the 2/2 out of it, that's obviously fantastic. And then we've got 2 Roadside Reliquaries, which we may need to bring up to a third one. Definitely going to help us with card draw. We don't need to have the Bank Buster and the Wedding Announcement, or usually was the Bank Buster that was satisfying the artifact in this deck with this card. But now we've got Skrelv. We don't need to run the Bank Buster, and we can draw plenty cards with the Reliquary as well. Talking about card draw, Tocasia's Welcome and Skrelv's Hive play phenomenally well together. Whenever one or more creatures with mana value 3 or less enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. So beginning of your upkeep, you make in a token. Tokens have mana value 0, so that's less than 3. So you get your card draw for the Tocasia trigger and your card draw for the beginning of the turn. So double card draw if you've got multiple Tocasias. It starts to get really, really nice. When you combine that with Mirrex, that is a new land that can make a Phyrexian Might token at instant speed during the opponent's turn. You can often trigger the Tocasias during the opponent's turn and during yours. And that's also been a fantastic little synergy that I've figured out with the Tocasias. So plenty of card draw. You'll be surprised. Then we've got full place of the Wedding Announcement. Skrelv's Hive's second best friend. These 1/1s are a little bit pathetic. But if they're suddenly 2/2s or 3/3s and they've got lifelink because you turned on Corrupted, then suddenly you can see how that can be really, really nice. Of course, you can also draw a couple of cards with Wedding Announcement as well if you really must. We've touched on Kaya, so as you can see, plenty of things that are trying to be making creature tokens every turn that are going to be hopefully. Of course, you can't double the Skrelv's Hives tokens with Kaya because it happens at the beginning of your upkeep and you haven't had a chance to -2 yet. So the Skrelv's Hives tokens will only get doubled if you have Mondrak in play. Talking about Mondrak, you want to be playing this guy out on turn 5. You need to set up your board in such a way that you have at least 2 things to be sacrificed and 1 mana left available. So if you play it on turn 5 and you have 2 tokens in play, the opponent goes to remove it, you can remove those, you can sacrifice those 2 tokens and pay 1 colorless and unfortunately quite a bit of life, but then he gets an indestructible counter on him. And that's obviously amazing because that's not going anywhere. It's not like a shield counter. It's an indestructible counter. So he just gains indestructible. And that's amazing. Of course, later in the game, you can Path of Peril, your own board, that sort of thing. I'm even thinking of just... Okay. I convinced myself. White Sun. Sneaky one of. You know, I love me those. Sneaky one of White Sun as like another 7-drop, essentially, alongside the Dreadfeast Demon. Touch upon removal quickly. We've got Banishing Slash already mentioned. Sheoldred's Edict, amazing. Trying to find a way to go up to a third of, because this card is just freaking fantastic removal. The fact that you also got Planeswalkers on there is just amazing. Rite of Oblivion, of course, in a deck that has so many tokens to play with. It's amazing removal. The flashback means that we can essentially cast it 4 times, even though we only have 2 copies. And then 2 copies of Legion to Ashes, which I've been finding amazing for many reasons. And, you know, especially if you're running up against another deck that's kind of trying to do the same thing to you. You can take out, like, all the Phyrexian Mites in one fell swoop. Or, like, all of the opponent's Power Stone tokens in a Power Stone ramp deck in one fell swoop. But you can also just, you know, exile any other non-land permanent. The extra text there is just the sugar on the icing on the top. You know, you can just exile a Planeswalker, exile a Bankbuster, exile whatever. But added upside, if there's tokens with that same name, bye bye. Then we've also got the Wandering Emperor's -2, as well as it just also being another thing that makes creature tokens, which works nicely with the Mondrak. So 3 of each of our 4 drops, very important to the deck, I think. So wanted to make sure to get them as often as possible. And then here we have like our Magical Christmas La La Land top end, backup plan. If this fails and we can't just end the opponent with creature tokens, then we may be able to Rabble Rousing into a Dreadfeast Demon. Or even, I mean, just having Rabble Rousing and Mondrak in play can be game-ending by itself, because you get, you know, if you've got even just one Wedding Festivity, you just get all these 2/2s, and there'll be so many of them that the opponent won't be able to do anything. But if you hit a Dreadfeast Demon off of your Rabble Rousing, then once you get it, at the beginning of your end step, you sacrifice a non-demon creature. If you do, you create a token that's a copy of Dreadfeast Demon. So you're going to be having all of these citizens, might tokens, little humans lying around that you can do that with. And if you have Mondrak in play, then that's going to double. And that's going to just like, I've had it happen a few times in testing, and it just spirals out of control. Like, because then you have, you know, 4 Dreadfeast Demons. The following turn, you get massive aerial force. Game over. White Sun's Zenith. Twilight. White Sun's Twilight. Last minute edition. For 7 mana, you can sweep the board. And if you've already put the indestructible counter on Mondrak, then your Mondrak remains. Even if you don't put the indestructible counter, you'll still get 10 mites, because he'll still be on the board when the mites enter. No, it sweeps first. And yeah, so you need to have Mondrak with indestructible. And I have done this before in another deck, which I've got cooking. 7 mana, you get 10 mites. Mondrak remains. The opponent loses everything. Next turn, you swing in for 10 poison in one go. It's pretty fantastic. So maybe it's a good idea just to cut 1 Path of Peril and have our last sweeper be a sneaky one of. Just the way, I like it. Talking about mana base, we've got 2 Eiganjos, 2 Takenumas, 4 Caves, 4 Shattered Sanctums, 1 Blast Zone, 1 Field of Ruin, 2 Mirrex, 2 Roadside Reliquaries. Getting a little creative with this one. And 3 beautiful Godzilla lands in each of the colors that we need. Double the glory, double the fun. Let's go. Hopefully take down some opponents. I've been having one of those days. Every opponent always just has everything perfectly lined up. I played against the Jund guy just before I hit record. The saltiest brewmaster you ever did salt. Just disgusting. The new Planeswalker is bastard. Tyvar. I still haven't thrown my hat in the ring. I'm kind of steering clear from the popular decks. And I want to try to play some little bit more off-meta stuff first before I dive in. Nice. Now the question is, which one do you play first? Especially considering this is probably a toxic proliferate deck control Dimir. Okay, maybe not. Nice lands though, dude. Wow. What a splurge. What a flex. My Godzilla lands are feeling a little pathetic. Okay, so we go with Tocasias. Just in case there's a counterspell here. We need to start casting things. I thought he thought about it. Okay, maybe... yeah, there's definitely counter magic in here. I don't think there's any artifact removal that you can handle. I mean, that you can have access to. Okay, let's try play Skrelv first. Wedding announcement is just really nice. I got the feeling there that he had the one that says, you know, pay 2, and he hasn't put any poison on us. Or maybe it might have just been make disappear, but regardless. Okay, so is this Esper? Or are you just playing that for the cycling? What? Okay, well now we get our double draw here. Sweet, still got my trigger. Cool, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very happy with that. Let's replay. The Hive. Pass the turn. Whew. Interesting new card, that one. Turn target non-land permanent to its on his hand. If that permanent, no. Nice. I guess. Kinda. I get the feeling he's got the blue proliferate guy.
Stick close, stay quiet, and we'll be fine.
Probably just Rite of Oblivion, his Kaito. Still haven't come across this deck.
Too slow.
Zoink. Zoink. Okay.
My Emperor needs me.
I'm gonna hold up Wandering Emperor. Pass the turn. Would really like to get a wedding announcement going though, sooner rather than later. Because this Skrelv's Hive is slowly killing us. Is this guy not running any counter spells?
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people. We must protect the
Trigger
people.
Tocasias. No. Get another trigger off of the Tocasias. Okay. Okay. What the hell is that? I destroyed your... that was weird, man. You need to play some counterspells, mate. I guess you just didn't draw any, but it seems pretty strange in a Dimir deck not to draw any counterspells in the top, like, 20 cards of your library, so... Back to the drawing board, my friend. We get our first W. On ladder. With Mondrak. Double the glory. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. That's a lot of people on. The smart here. Sure. Definitely not amazing, but I'll keep it. Oh god, mid-range. This should be interesting. Mono white mid-range. Let's see. I was so sure it would be the Eiganjo thingy. Yeah, I'll just let him play more creatures. I want to trigger my Mirrex during their turn. Wow, would you look at that? That's a nice top deck. Oh. We have an enchantment and an artifact. Now we Banishing Slash. Gotta love that. Now we can probably just play our Kaya. Ooh. Does he have the... Okay, he goes double voice. Oh wow, okay. I'm just gonna sweep the board. Play Kaya. -2.
I'm here on Gatewatch business. Oh, give up already. You're outnumbered.
Seems pretty good to me. However, we are getting a bit low on life. That I don't like. I was sure you'd play the veteran.
Just how I showed you. You got this.
Oh, of course.
Anyone who harms my people must let your blade do the talking.
Okay, well, it dies. Double Tocasias. Woohoo! That's nice. Thanks for the life, mate. That's great. Oof, the card draw is just, oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby. Why, hello there, my friend. How do you be doing?
Need a weapon? I got plenty.
Whew. Okay, next turn is looking spicy. Cool, man. You do you.
We should have had a better
Thanks for
plan.
the double clues. Okay. A little bit frustrating. But we can remove that. This is beautiful. Sorry. Thanks for the 2 clue tokens, mate. So we can still cast the Emperor and have like 3 mana available. Or we can just hold up the Mirrex draw engine. Yeah, sure. We're not quite ready yet to start swinging, I think. I think we can swing, actually. Definitely with you. I'm okay to just draw off of the... Man, the card draw. Potential here. Okay. Let's see if he blocks the 3/3. Mondrak reducing the cost. Nice. Let's go now for the... Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, this board state's getting a little cluttered. Would love to top deck one of my freaking demons. Oh, Tocasias and this thing is just... Oh, yeah. Okay. I think we can plus quite happily here.
I like a plane where I can stick to the shadows.
No.
Fighting the undead is my specialty.
Didn't you see the Rite of Oblivion? It was flashbacked. Okay, that felt very nice. I don't know what this guy was up to. Like, at first I thought it was mid-range, but it just seems to be some, like, life gain, mono white shenanigans going on. Swift 2-0, ladies and gents. Well, not that swift, but a 2-0 nonetheless. How are we doing for time? Those were long matches. Okay, we've probably got a good couple in us, depending on how long these next ones go. Pretty ridiculous that we didn't draw a single copy of our Rabble Rousing. I think I need to go out to a third. I mean, with all that card draw, we didn't find one. Wow, that's a tough hand, man. Probably a bad idea. But let's go. Third land, Skrelv's into Wedding Announcement, into Tocasia's. Misa happy. Banishing Slash, immediately active next turn. Oh, it's not tapped. Well, isn't that nice? This is the most boring deck to play against. Guaranteed. Where's your Rot Priest? Now, like, I just... Oh my god, I can't believe this happened. Please attack. Even though I will not be able to kill you anyway. Because you'll definitely have some stupid spell. Third land, please. Third land, please. Thank you. There may be counter magic here. Pity. There he is. The most boring card in the game. Yay! There's no way in hell that I get this card to hit the board. I mean, you know, to remove this. The whole deck is made especially for me to stop doing that, so... I guess we just have to try. Oh, let's swing. Got corrupted. I guess we try the Wandering Emperor.
Be safer.
Trigger the Tocasias and get a potential blocker. Of course. So over this already. Fortunately, it's really not got the high win rates that, you know, maybe it just needs to get figured out or whatever, but for now it's nothing too spectacular. See if he has the phase out, and we can swing with our guys. And there's that. Let's get another token. We need a blocker. I must just whip one together just to see what the fuss is about, I guess, sometime soon. Hopefully it's not the shore up again, because then when they're untapped... Okay, we get another 2 more. Loyalty. I mean, whatever, poison. Oof.
I have got new moves to teach you.
I have to try, right? Seven, 8. Eight, 9. One more. If he has one more Tyvar stand or a Tamiyo's, we lose the game. Unbelievable. It's just so gross. So boring. So lame. Such a stupid deck. I really hate it. Like, a lot. It's not my kind of thing. Really not my kind of thing. But again, the win rates are in the gutter. It has that nut draw with the Rot Priest and the Ivy and everything perfect like once every now and again. And then you can't beat it. But I'm sure there has to be a way around it. And I think a control deck needs to emerge from the meta to just handle a few of these decks. Because as you saw there, I mean, there's really nothing I could have done. I guess trying not to... What, I just attack with my mites, stay alive. I was on 7. He would have just gotten me the next turn. He just needed one of those March... whatever it's called. Yay. Rewarded for my greedy keep. Okay, mirror match. Okay, I mean, wow. Full on mirror match. go with Tocasias. Get that extra card draw, baby. Okay, now we're looking pretty nice. Opponent's also, unfortunately for him, just bricking completely. So making me into a very happy little chappy. Nice, Sweeper's good. Oh, I was hoping you'd play Edgar. I was dying for you to play Edgar. Are we gonna get the thing? Bye-bye. Mondrak off the top. Mondrak off the top, baby. I know you want to.
Under my watch.
+1, sorry.
Dire times call dire tactics.
What's the deck licence? It's unbelievable. I don't know what is happening. So we're gonna get double. Bonkers. I guess he'll have a sweeper. We can make Mondrak indestructible. His own copy of freaking Rite of Oblivion. Is he gonna actually sacrifice Sorin to kill the Mondrak? That is the question. Nah, you just screwed yourself, my friend. No, not the Rabble Rousing. Okay, I mean, fine. Man, so close. Let's draw a card. Maybe we just get a demon off the top now to make up for that. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Interesting mirror there. It was so close. We were so close to doing the full freaking thing that the deck wants to do. So damn close, man. I was lining up beautifully. Rite of Oblivion came in. I was kind of hoping he'd hit the Mondrak instead. So then we had the backup one in our hand, you know? Anyway. We saw the potential. I think we're just going to have to call it a night. 3 wins, 1 loss. Progress of all sorts in my compendium. I'm happy. Wow. Looking good, looking good. By the way, I only spent 50 packs, right? I didn't spend more than $50 or whatever. 94% of the set. Still got 8 rares. Almost done. Jumping back into the deck with my final thoughts and overall review. I think this is a real freaking fun one, and I definitely think it can get you some very good wins. Will it stand up against like mono red? That remains to be seen. Will we need to step up our removal? What do you think of the cards that are put in the deck? Like, considering the fact that Skrelv's Hive does activate Banishing Slash and things like Roadside Reliquary straight away, would it be a bad idea to consider playing some more of these? There's one called like something Ink in black. Assassin's Ink. Destroy target creature planeswalker for 2 mana. Hey, you know, that could be a thing. How is it worded again? The stuff as artifact and an enchantment. Artifact and an... Oh. So there's soul transfer, which is also... Phew. May even be, I don't know. I mean, it just ends up being... I wanted Sheoldred's Edict so it's instant speed. It's like if all of our removal is sorcery speed. The Sweepers, the Legion, the Rite, the Banishing Slash, like... It's just Wandering Emperor and Sheoldred's Edict at instant speed, so I don't really want to cut it, but that would be an interesting addition. Also Assassin's Ink. Something to consider, especially if you're thinking about brewing up something like this. I highly recommend you think about those cards from Kamigawa, because Skrelv and them obviously work very well together. But that is all I really have to say. I wish there was a bit more wiggle room. I don't know, I guess you can trim a Mondrak, trim a Kaya, you know, go like make all of our like super main combo pieces, you know, which is Dreadfeast Demon, Rabble Rousing, Mondrak, and Kaya into 2 of each. And that will give us like another 3 cards. We can put in some more removal at instant speed if... I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I always love to hear that stuff. But that is going to be it for tonight's gameplay footage. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all probably tomorrow with another fresh brew. But then I have a flight on the 14th. And the 15th and 16th are going to be a little bit sketchy. So please bear with me while I transfer myself and my family to the next country. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.